But this is going to be a very exciting one, this part, because when we've been tabling in many different communities on Gaza. I told you that we collected over 1,000 signatures to Congress. And when we were on Cortelyou Road, which is what they're calling Ditmas Park, but many people refer to as Kensington, and in the old days the whole area used to be called Flatbush, but that was gigantic. So anyway, I digress. We have here a group of, this was really amazing to me, when we were out there tabling on Cortelyou Road, there was a group of parents whose kids went to the public school 239 on Cortelyou Road, and they were upset, as most Brooklynites are, at what was going on and why our government was supporting this horrible slaughter. Can you hear me, or are you tapping your glass for? You want water? I don't know what that means, kiss? Okay. So this group is called 139, I said 239, 139 for Palestine. That refers to PS 139. This is a group of families whose children attend PS 139 in Ditmas Park. The group came together in the fall of 2024 after two parents realized that the fight for Palestinian liberation should take place right in their own neighborhood, rather than always marching off to Brooklyn or downtown Brooklyn, or to Manhattan. So the group started with around a dozen families, meeting at the playground on Cortelyou and Argyle. And in January 2025, 139 for Palestine launched weekly family-friendly vigils for the kids, for the families outside the neighborhood tot lot, with kids' activities and with fundraising. We have to have quiet in the back, guys. Hello, hello. They have been doing fundraising for a tent school that is in Gaza called Without Borders School. There's information on the table over there, I believe. And so I now present to you these wonderful parents. I think some of the kids are here as well. Let's hear it for 139 for Palestine.
Can everyone hear me? Okay, thanks. Tonight, I would like to use this time I have with your focused attention to talk about the Without Borders School, a tent school in Gaza City that has been operating for a year and a half as a learning space and sanctuary for over 3,000 children in Gaza. Under the direction and leadership of our dear friends Hassan and Nawal. Many students at the school have lost loved ones in the genocide, over 300 orphaned. The school has also lost a number of its own students, martyred by the occupation forces. Our group, 139 for Palestine, families who came together in the fall of 2024, began our relationship with Without Borders School in May of this year. And since that time, we have only strengthened our resolve for a free Palestine and an end to the occupation through this tethering force, our bond and connection with the educators and leaders at Without Borders School, and their unwavering support and love for their students. As a human being, witnessing this genocide unfold has completely undone me in ways that are hard to describe, though I am trying here tonight with you. As a parent, it has brought me to my knees, to a level of powerlessness I do not believe is comprehensible. I'll be honest, myself and others at 139 for Palestine have felt quite conflicted about being here tonight. To be at a gala, being honored while our dear friends in Gaza are facing atrocity after atrocity, loss after loss, devastation after devastation. There is a level of cognitive dissonance needed to be here tonight in front of you that I am trying to convey to you. While we are holding students at Without Borders School, such as 15-year-old Mohamed, who was killed by artillery shelling on his house in early October during the heightened onslaught on Gaza City by the IDF. Mohamed loved science. He was a diligent student, and his dream was to be an astronaut. It is quite difficult to be here tonight while holding the twins Yahya and Sham, barely out of toddlerhood, in school for 1 month, then displaced to the south of Gaza, only to be murdered together. Our only photo of them grasping tightly to one another in an embrace so strong and loving, it makes me weep. It is truly very hard to stand in front of you while holding Joanna, Mira, and Maha, 3 sisters who were martyred earlier this year, whose beautiful images I have spent countless hours screen printing onto clothes while desperately praying for an end to the senseless horror. It is hard to be celebrating or feeling honored while also holding these children and all of the children at Without Borders School, their preciousness and vulnerability, the precarity of their lives and futures so deep in our hearts, with no real way to express this profundity. So you might wonder why I ended up choosing to be here tonight, given this deep conflict. My answer to you lies in a change that happened to me when I became a parent. It wasn't a profound change, it just was. I had to start making plans. I had to dream less, and I had to do more. I could no longer think, oh, it would be really nice if the world was a safe and just place, and then go along with my day. I had to start forcing the issue. I had to make the world safe and just. As you can imagine, this has been quite difficult. The families of 139 for Palestine, we've faced many setbacks. We have been repressed and bullied by educators and leaders. We have faced threats. We have been doxxed and attacked by neighbors and community members for holding our weekly vigil for Palestine at the tot lot across from the school our children attend, for selling lemonade to raise funds to support the school. We do this while we are hearing clips of the sounds and sights of bombs and artillery closing in on the Without Borders School, wondering each night if we'll hear from our friends. When the school was completely destroyed this fall, Hassan and Noel quickly began rebuilding. They seem to never tire or lose sight of their care for their students' safety. It is humbling to witness this steadfastness, and somehow, through our connection, we have all been changed. And we will not look away as an entire people are being exterminated. The experience of being in 139 for Palestine has quite obviously not made the world a safe and more just place, but it has highlighted how unsafe and unjust the world is for our families and for our kids. And so, my final thoughts tonight are this. If there is one night where my daughter can experience that standing up for what is right, that witnessing the reality of those suffering, even when it is hard and inconceivable, and that supporting and fighting for those who have lost everything, who have been forsaken. If I can give her this one night where courage and resolve and care and those who embody these traits are being honored and celebrated, where we are all treated with dignity, then maybe she can experience the safe and just world that I want for her. It is selfish, but I think I am here so that just for one night, that can be my plan. That just for tonight, I can put down my dreams and have this experience where Josie and Saoirse and Marco, where they can be honored for their deep courage and love.